What did you see this week? If you're watching this, you made it to the end of the week. That makes you different, because most men tap out, they scroll past, they consume content like candy. A sugar rush with no spine behind it. But not you. You watched, you felt it, you saw something this week, and now the mirror is in front of you. Welcome to the ritual. This is the Sunday mirror, the war journal, the reflection point, the place where we stop lying to ourselves, stop performing for the world, and look into the cracked mirror and say, who was I this week? Because whether you realize it or not, your behavior told the truth. You either clicked and stayed, or you clicked and ran. You either reflected and acted, or you made excuses. You either started the transformation, or stayed buried in stagnation. Let's rewind. Personal development, the path of self-ignition. We lit the fire inside you. We asked the hard question, who are you becoming when no one's watching? Some of you woke up. Some of you remembered that you had a future. Others, you felt the sting of wasted potential. And that's good, because pain is the proof you're alive. Pain is the warning system of the soul. And this week, you felt it. We didn't give you feel-good hacks. We gave you reflection, we gave you friction, we gave you the chance to break the pattern. If you showed up for that, you're one of us. If you didn't, well, you still have a chance. But the window doesn't stay open forever. Problem solving. The path of brutal truth. Then we moved into the pit, the financial trap, the paycheck-to-paycheck prison. We didn't just talk about money, we exposed the silent shame that's been running your life. You felt that video. Because you're tired of being broke, tired of feeling stuck, tired of pretending you've got it handled when everything is falling apart underneath. We gave you the tools, the clarity, the breakdown. We didn't promise magic, we gave you maps. And if you picked up the compass, then this week was a turning point. But this is where it all starts. Because information doesn't change men, identity does. You're not watching this video because you want tips. You're watching because something inside you wants to be reborn, and that's what this system does, if you commit. The truth revealed. Let's get real. The mirror showed you something this week, and it wasn't filtered, soft, or safe. It showed you how much time you waste, how often you lie to yourself, how long you've been stuck in patterns that don't serve your mission. But it also showed you something else. You're still here. You haven't quit. You're hungry for more. You watched the content. You stayed through the storm. And now you're standing in the rubble of your old self, with a choice. Do you rebuild, or do you retreat? If you rebuild, we walk the next path together. If you retreat, you already know what happens. Tomorrow, we open the next gate, the relationship building path. But don't get it twisted. This isn't about dating tips or how to talk smooth. This is about how to lead. This is about how to be the man in the room who doesn't collapse when things get hard. This is about earning respect, not chasing attention. The world doesn't need more weak men begging for connection. It needs men who know how to build it from within. And that's what we begin tomorrow. 1 LFE, 8 shorts, 1 path to build unbreakable relationships. With others, and more importantly, with yourself. This week you faced yourself. You didn't just watch videos. You joined a ritual. You walked a path. You entered a brotherhood of men rebuilding their lives from the ashes. And if you're still here, you've earned the right to be here. So, here's the challenge. Type "pick up the sword" in the comments if this week showed you something real about yourself. Type "lead the legion" if you're ready to lead the next war, your relationships. Because the mirror doesn't lie. The reflection you saw this week, that was the man you've been hiding from. And now it's time to become him. Join OLP 365. Pick up the sword, lead. This is the Sunday Mirror, and this is your rebirth.